Okay, this is time for the tough love piece of if you have been grown up, been mired and marinated in trauma, CPTSD your whole life. Your recovery revolves around two choices: heal or remain the same, evolve or die, living out the same cycles you keep saying you want to escape, but you don't. And it is so easy for us. Like, you have to decide, and I mean decide with every cell in your being, that you're going to work at becoming aware, and you're going to look at your past and you're going to be like, I do not want to relive this bullshit anymore. I'm not going to re-traumatize myself. And like, this is the one of the very biggest problems a lot of trauma survivors suffer with, is not having this accountability and not taking responsibility for what has happened. And you have to connect this to being raised by abusive parents. These are people that never take accountability or responsibility for the ways they have treated you, for the programs they have installed within you, because they're not doing it themselves. So you have to call your power back. You have to own it. Like, I'm recovering. I am treating me better. I will not live this way ever the fuck again. And when you start doing this, you are like backing up your word. You are taking accountability. You're taking responsibility for every single thought you think, for what you feel. And you're going to remember that your thoughts generate feelings. And if you keep generating the same shit from your past, you will never escape. So you have to take into account everything you think every single day. Like, and here's the shit kicker for us. Like, we don't get a break when all you've known is depression, the worst, the absolute worst, from other people in your life, from the people that were supposed to love you. Like, you don't get to take a break. You cannot let your thoughts wander. Like, you have to be on top of it, and you have to take that hypervigilance that you have grown, and instead of focusing on the worry, you have to become hyper aware of, like, you in your worry. You have to catch that worry and be like, no, I'm not generating these thoughts that generate more feelings of I have to be scared, I have to be worried about everything. It's just fear, cycle. Like, you have to take responsibility and accountability for what you're thinking, and you have to take that responsibility in changing and shifting those things that you are constantly and always thinking. Because when you don't do this, you're just cycling and creating more of the past. You have to be able to catch that, stop yourself, and decide, where am I going? How do I want to feel? How do I want to be treated? What is, like, the goddess version of me? Who is she? What is she thinking? How is she feeling? How is she treated? Or your highest self, if goddess doesn't resonate with you. But you gotta get into and start channeling the best treated, like, most highest divine version of you. Know who this person is, know what she's going to be putting up with, what she's not going to be putting up with. And you have to say no to every thought in your mind that tells you you have to be scared, you can't do this. Like, you have to be aware of, like, oh, these people are going to hurt me. Like, you have to know and, like, partner with these things, partner with your highest you, and, like, ask, am I going to be treated this way when I'm healed? Am I going to deal with these kind of things as a healed person? Who you have to come into contact with the you that is not traumatized. And you have to begin living your entire life as her, which means, for a lot of us, the complete fucking opposite of everything we have ever known. You cannot entertain abuse any longer. You cannot entertain people that shit on you, that ignore you, that do not care about your feelings. You can't be the person that ignores, neglects, and abandons you. And once you stop abandoning you, facing what you feel, you are becoming the non-traumatized version of you. Like, this is how you do that. You cannot be numb. You cannot not feel. Like, you have to feel in order to heal and create the non-traumatized version of you. You have to be able to feel what has happened to you in the past, process it, so like you create more space in your body and mind so you can become more of this woman that is not traumatized, that doesn't put up with abuse. Like, and yeah, you're gonna have to leave a lot of people behind, because the people that aren't doing this are going to drag you down. You have to find other women doing this work, other women who care about themselves more than they care about the man, the relationships, and like all that crap. You have to find the women decentering themselves, creating better futures for themselves, because they're gonna help lift you up and get you up on their level. Like, when healing is a lonely journey, and you're gonna have to do a lot of this work on your own. You cannot wait for someone else to show up and do it for you. Like, and if you are waiting for, mom, dad, the partner to come save you, you have to throw that away. It's time for you to save yourself, to feel good now, to end putting it off in the future. Because if you're always putting it off in the future, it will never come. You have to do it now. You have to feel where you've been. You have to deal with everything that you have gone through, and you have to love and partner yourself and help raise that child within you up into a developmentally sound, secure, and emotionally well person. Like, and if you want help with this, I lay out the entire blueprint to help you build awareness, learn what you're thinking, learn how to process and how to begin using your feelings to help you get past your trauma. Link is up in my bio. I love you guys. Remember, like, you can do this. You can do this. It takes mental, like, what is the word? Like, you have to be determined and disciplined. Disciplined is the word I was looking for. You have to change who you are if all you've ever known is trauma, neglect, and abuse. You cannot be the same person anymore. You can't. You have to grieve her, mourn her, like, lay her to rest. There's no more neglecting you, no more abusing you, no more putting up with shitty people. You have to decide, are you worth it? Because you are, but your trauma is going to be lying to you and tell you you're not worth it, you can't do that. Like, no more of that. Throw it away. If you want to get better, you cannot be putting yourself down. You can't be abusing yourself into healing. It doesn't work. The abuse and the bad feelings only generate more abuse and more bad feelings. Like, you have to learn to think and feel greater than the abuse, trauma, neglect, all these triggers you have. You have to be able to think greater than them to start shifting them. And at the same time, you have to partner with your nervous system that has likely been destroyed. And once you have these partnerships going, your mind being calm enough to slow down and feel, your heart being open enough to accept a new experience, and your nervous system opening to a life that is not chaotic, to a life where you are loved, supported, and shown up for, and you build and generate all of these off the other when you start feeling and facing the emotions from your past that you have always ran from. You can't run from yourself any longer. And again, you cannot wait for someone else to do this work for you. You have to show up for yourself very diligently and in a disciplined way every motherfucking day. And usually this ends up being second by second, holding yourself, loving yourself, being that love you wish you could get from someone else. You have to be it. You have to show up as her, and in that highest version of yourself who is loved, cared, supported, and taken care of. Like, you have to step into the reparenter, the safe divine parent, and raise that little girl up and show her what love and care and validation, give her validation and all the safety to feel what she has to feel, to acknowledge the experiences she's been through. And this is how you transform your life. Nobody else can do this work for you. It's a you job. It's an inside job, and I can help you if you are sick and tired of repeating the trauma from your past. I love you guys. Link is in the bio.